Hey, this is Hugo Fernandez, entrepreneur here in LA, and in this video, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about how I personally balance investing in the long run, whether it's in my business and my personal finances, or investing in the short-term gain, like doing things for a quick win so that I can take care of the things that I need to take care of in the present moment. Now, this is something that I personally struggle with, particularly when it comes to finances and even my business. Sometimes I'll be taking on a client because we need the revenue so I can make payroll, but I know that long-term it may be not a good idea to work with that person just because it will suck up energy and resources that I could be investing in the long run. So it's a constant act of investing in the long run and also taking care of the present needs that you have. Another example might be if you're leaving a job, transitioning into another job that is better for your future, but maybe you're taking a 20, 30, even 50% pay cut. But you know that in the long run, you can earn double or triple what you're earning now. Now, I've talked to a bunch of people who are in that situation, and that one's always tough because you gotta look at what your current needs are and make sure that those are met. So what I like to do for my business and my personal life is I know the baseline that I need. Like, I've risked everything at different points in my life, and at certain stages of my life, I haven't been able to risk it. Here's an example. Moving to Los Angeles, I was 22, 23 years old. I didn't have any family, I didn't have any friends, I didn't really know anybody, but I knew that LA was a bigger market and that there was more opportunity. I just felt like there was more opportunity. I didn't actually do any research, I didn't really do anything, but something about a bigger city was appealing to me. And I knew that my baseline at that time was like, I needed rent, food, and transportation. The transportation, all I really needed was bus fare, and I was willing to bus it. The second thing I needed was like $10 a day to buy cheap Chinese food at McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I needed the baseline to just go and sleep. And for me, that meant renting a $300 garage in South LA, where I literally just went and slept for 6, 7, 8 hours. I woke up the next day, got on the bus, went to my co-working space where I was working, and that's how I started building my business. But my baseline was really, really low, like $300 garage, another $300-400 for food, and another $100 for transportation. So I could live off less than $1,000 a month. And I put myself in that position because I knew I would be hungry, and I knew I already knew what it was like to have nothing. So that for me was just like, whatever. I was living in just a really crappy garage, but that was my baseline for me. My dreams were worth so much more, and I was willing to work 90% of my time on my dreams and my future. So I was really investing most of my energy and resources towards building that future. Now I'm running a 7-figure business, and things are awesome, and I don't live in a $300 garage anymore, but I banked everything to be able to then in the future get a better payoff, right? So if you're in a position to do that, that might make sense for you. If you're younger, or if whatever it is, you're willing to put yourself in that position where you're putting 90% of your energy, effort, resources, time, money into building the long term. Right? Now I'm in a position where I can't do that. Like, I have a family, there's a lot of things that changed in my life, and now I'm spending 70, 80% of my energy, time, and resources for the now, and investing maybe only 20% of my time, sometimes even 5, 10% of my time towards developing future business opportunities, because I have a core business, I have employees, I have a family, I have things that I need to take care of. So I'm making decisions based on what I need in the shorter term. Now, that shorter term for us is like 3 to even 12 months. Right? It's not like, oh, I need something for this month. And sometimes, especially when things are a little bit tough, or I bring on new employees and we're hiring a lot faster, and maybe sales aren't catching up, then I really need to focus on I need cash in the next 2-3 weeks. So my decision process is a little bit different. So I guess the tip and the advice here is to, one, audit where your life is at, where your business is at, and see whether you can invest 90% of your time in the future, or you gotta invest 90% of your time into the next few months, right? Once you figure that out for yourself, then go all in on that. And then, but the second advice is that you always gotta be doing both. You never stop just never stop investing in your future because you need to take care of today. Like there's always an extra, even if it's 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes a day, investing in your future. Like stop watching TV, stop hanging out with friends, stop browsing social media. Like always be creating something for your future and investing in your future. And same thing, vice versa. If you're spending so much time and energy and attention on the future, like I was in my early days, I neglected to take care of some things like personal health and like just my living situation, relationships. Like I cut all that out. And I'm like, okay, I need to make time for some friends. So like on Sundays, for like an hour, I went and tried to find a friend to hang out with, or I would call my family just so I had a little bit of that, right? I would make sure I did like my laundry, like basic stuff, but you gotta make sure you're taking care of both. You're taking care of the immediate needs and you're also taking on the long-term needs. That ratio might change for you. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, make sure to hit thumbs up and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're at in your life and how much time you allocate towards the long-term goals and dreams that you have versus the short-term needs that you have as well. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. It would mean the world to me. If you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I look forward to helping you build an epic business and live an epic life.